Showing me, homie. What you was showing me, man?
What I was showing
you?
Yeah. The nog chopper?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What the other shit is, though?
Like what?
Shit, yeah, we on script with it, bro.
Okay. You know, we do a little bit of everything.
Yeah. So, shit, what that's for?
This right here is for
Speak up a little bit.
It's for drugs that you smoke, like crack.
Yeah.
Meth, which I don't do.
If you can't talk loud, we could probably gotta do somewhere else.
Nah, we good. Sit down.
All right.
Yeah, crack, meth.
Speak up though. You know what I'm saying?
I can't yell. I mean, we'll wait till the pass by. Yeah, crack, meth, whatever you do, I do a little bit of crack and that's it.
Yeah. Just talk to me. Just keep going.
So you said tell you about it. How did I start doing crack? I started doing crack in my 40s. I never had a desire for drugs. I drank.
You can speak up a little bit.
I mean, I can't speak any louder.
Yeah.
Let's see. How did I get on crack? I kept finding it, and so I got curious on the third time I found it, and I tried it. I rolled up in my weed, and it was pretty good. And I said I'd never pay for it because it just wasn't my kind of high. But here I am about 10 years later, and I pay for it. I don't go to a job and work and give that kind of hard money for it. But
where you from?
I'm from Savannah, Georgia, born and raised, and that's basically the drug that I chose to do when I did choose to do drugs. I'm at the end of it.
You say you at the end of it?
I'm at the end of it. Like, it's not, I don't do it nearly as much as I used to.
So what the most money you ever spent on doing drugs?
At one time, I'd say $40.
$40? Yeah. I be hearing people saying they doing like, I don't know, somebody told me they do like $700.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, that's not crack, because they be dead.
Just spit some real shit, homie.
I mean, they be dead.
Let's go ahead and get this out of the way.
$700 on crack?
No, you ain't got to talk about that.
I mean...
Just spit some real stuff, man, so we get this out of the way.
I started in my 40s, so it doesn't have a hold on me like that,
Yeah.
It doesn't, I mean...
So what you was doing from teenage years?
Well, straight out of high school, I went to college, Savannah State University.
Yeah.
We partied a lot, we drank a lot.
Yeah.
And I did that till I was 27.
27.
And
the people you was around, there's young people, there's older people.
It was young people, college age.
You was the older person, there's the younger people.
We were all the same age.
Same age? What year this was?
93 to 94, 5, 6, 7.
Yeah.
They did little cocaine.
Yeah.
I did.
Why you ain't did cocaine?
I didn't have a desire for it.
Yeah.
I was raised not to do that.
But you think they was doing it for a reason, ain't it? If somebody do something that you around?
I'm a little more, I was born and raised in the church. So there were just certain things I wasn't going to do at a certain age. Like, I didn't have sex until I was 22.
Yeah.
I'm still kind of, I'm a good boy.
Good boy. They call that gentleman, ain't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Keep going.
And so,
you gotta make something stick.
When I became homeless, I was out here by myself.
How you became homeless?
It was easier for me to try it. Well, I felt like I was in danger where I was living at, and so I just would rather live on the streets than to die.
Who you was living at before you became homeless?
I was living by myself, but I was living in my uncle's house, and there were a lot of dealers and people like that around me.
So what's the reason why you left your uncle's house?
I was robbed. I had a gun to my head and a gun to my heart, and so I couldn't live there anymore.
Yeah.
I was in danger, and so I just hit the streets. I became homeless, and
so how about this? I told you I like to compress. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to talk about too much. I just rather just make everything just stick. Your first day being homeless, how was that?
It wasn't hard because I was already hanging in the streets anyway, and I knew everybody.
Yeah.
So
you knew other people in the homeless situation?
Yeah. It wasn't hard, but when it became hard was when, at first, I was only homeless at night.
Night.
I could go to my grandmother's in the daytime.
Oh, yeah. Just crash.
But then when I had to become homeless full time, it didn't bother me right away, But then as the days kept going on, I was like, oh shit,
Tell me the
I'm out here
process.
24/7.
Tell me the process. Your first days, be real, cuz like
It wasn't hard.
tell me your like the step by step.
I mean, I came out here. I had my bag. I had a bag. You know, I had everything in it that I
Was you
needed.
prepping up for it?
I mean, I was always ready for anything. Like
What
soap,
anything
rags.
mean?
Like
What?
I have a bag with shit in it to stay clean, and
Yeah.
so I wasn't worried about that. I had money to buy food, but
What was your first day like?
my first day was easy because I was in that life. You know,
Talk about your first day.
My first day was nothing to me. I mean,
Just go ahead and say it.
it wasn't nothing to me. I was in the area where I was comfortable. I knew everybody, and I would spend the night out anyway. You know, half of the time, partying all the time, so it wasn't scary. It got scary when I just woke up. Well, when I say wake up, I mean it's just like one day it just hit me that I'm out here 24/7.
How long that took?
I don't remember exactly, but it didn't take long because it was like, oh shit, how am I gonna wash? How am I gonna wash? How am I gonna, you know, I can't cook my food like. But then I said, you know what? I'm gonna make it through this. And I know everybody, so.
You think that's a good thing or bad thing?
What do you mean? What's the good
like saying like, oh, I'm comfortable. I'm comfortable with being homeless, but
I'm not comfortable with,
because I know everybody.
Yeah, but if I would allow the thought that I'm not gonna get out of this get into my head, I would be stuck.
What would be the thought in your head then?
What do you mean? I mean, if
It's
I
like,
allow the thought to get in my head that I'm never gonna make it out,
keep going.
I would be depressed.
Go.
I would probably kill myself or something like that. You know, I mean, I don't know what it would be like, but I'm just saying what I'm thinking. And that's pretty much it with this life out here. I mean, I'm not staying.
Keep going.
I mean, I'm not staying out here. I don't know what else, you know, what else to say.
You already going,
this
so
is not
keep
my
going.
life.
All right, go.
What do you mean go?
Whatever you talking about.
You and me.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, I'm not going to stay out here.
All right.
That's it. I mean,
you want me to ask you the questions, or you want? But it's better. It's best if you tell your story, though.
I told you. I mean, I'm not staying out here. I told you how I got on it.
So what you doing not to stay out here?
What am I doing not to stay out here? I praise God every day. You know, I pray to get out of the situation. I don't go any further in it than.
You think people say they praise God because you know what cookie cutter stuff mean? Or no?
Yeah, they hear it. It sounds good, but
you know everybody
doesn't work like that.
You know everybody say they praise God.
Yeah.
Some people say they pray for their food, but I know when people get food, they just eat it. So
praising God to me means thanking Him that I woke up, because every night that I lay down, I don't know if I'm going to get up. That's a reality for me.
All right.
Like I'm sure that I could die tonight. I'm sure that I could die sitting here right now.
After you praise God, what else on your mind?
I never stop. I mean,
what else? After you praise God, what's the second thing on your mind?
The second thing on my mind after I praise God is I think about where He brought me from.
No.
This is why.
I know God. I know the God stuff, but
you mean you want me to say that I'm thinking that I'm craving drugs?
I don't know what it is.
It's not that. I mean, that's just a habit that I'm used to doing. But when you ask God to get you out of a situation, you have to make some type of steps to show Him that you're worthy of.
You showing them steps or not?
Oh yeah. Definitely.
How old you is?
I'm 40. I'm 51.
51.
I'm so used to telling you that I'm in my 40s because that's when I started doing drugs. Yeah, I'm 51. I'll be 52.
So 10 years, 11 years you was on drugs. Going on 11
years. About that long, yeah.
What is the reason for doing drugs? It's like
it's artificial happiness. That's all it was. You know, some people have problems and they do drugs to get through their day. I've heard that. For me, it was just a party. You know, I had heard that certain drugs make you feel good, and I tried it, and it did, until it didn't. And now I'm at the point where I've been, dragged through the mud, and I'm done with. You know, I'm saying I'm done with it, but you have to say it before you see it. You can't just. You will never get off anything. You'll never stop doing anything unless you really, truly say it, believe it. And how they say, knowing is half the battle. You have to know it.
Yeah, but it still got to be some feeling to it. Like,
what do you mean?
Like sometimes people say like what it was at first is not like now.
It's the same for me every time.
They said like, yeah.
It's the same every time. When I first started doing it, it was fun. Then shots got fired in the hood, and then every time I did it after that, it was terror every time. It
So
never changes, and that's why I know I'm at the end of it, because I'm like, why would you keep doing this to yourself?
yeah, you go
It's
through
stupid. It's crazy.
you go through any trauma?
I've been through much trauma. I
Yeah.
mean, but I'm not gonna talk about all that.
So I mean, like, just give me a number. How many, like,
Man, the
a
shit
number
I've
figure?
seen.
How many? Like, you ain't got to say it,
No,
but like number
it's
wise,
innumerable. I mean,
just how many different trauma moments you went through?
yeah, so many I can't remember.
So like 10, 5, 8, 7.
Way more. I mean, trauma for me also means some of the things I see.
Yeah.
When I see something happen to somebody and I can't stop it.
Okay.
And that's another thing that it's like, this ain't my life. I was just, someone told me that. It was like, you just want to have fun. This is real life. This is our life. And so at that point I had an epiphany, and I said, you know what? You ain't built like that.
Yeah.
You're not made for that life, and you're not supposed to be out here. And people tell me that all the time, like, you ain't gonna be out here forever. But they may see me giving up.
I got you.
Yeah, so
Before we end this interview out, man, I always try to form up some type of way to make everything a little bit more compressed. If it's like 2 positive things you can say that it's like your last minute on earth. If it's 2 sentences you can say, what would those 2 sentences be?
I mean, that's easy.
As in for like,
that's easy for me.
Go ahead.
Every time I do pray, I'm so afraid that I'm gonna die and I'm not right with God. So I always try to say Jesus. And I want to say Jesus the last time. If somebody was here about to blow my brains out, I would be saying Jesus.
Yeah.
And that's the only thought in my mind.
Give me one more.
That's the only thought. That's all I have. There's nothing else.
So give me a encouraging word for like people like me.
Jesus.
Like,
that's the only thing that's the only thing that I have.
Okay.
I have nothing else.
And what they know you as?
I'm Sean.
Sean.
Yeah.
All right. Hey, this is another Rich Guy interview. We out.